Hello everybody, welcome to this video. Hello Harald, how are you?
Hello Yvonne, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine too. So we want to talk with you, and I want to talk with Harald, and Harald wants to talk to me about this special time on earth. Everybody who is a light worker or who wants to help in this special time on earth, they know, and we want to get a conversation about this in combination with the cosmic towers. A lot of you know about the cosmic towers, and a lot of you have the cosmic towers and they have experiences. And in Holland there was a paravisie this month in December 2022. And a lot of experiences from people who have the Cosmic Tower are in that magazine. So please buy it if you can read Dutch. And Harald, how can people help? They are a light worker, they know it, they are here special for this time because the transformation on Earth is coming.
Yeah.
How can they help, and how can the Cosmic Towers help us as a light worker?
Yeah, interesting question. Most light workers did their homework for themselves. So they do a lot of meditation, they try to understand what's going on in the world, and they try to develop their own capabilities to get to higher vibrations. The problem is all of us, we are exposed on Earth to the present situation that we have on Earth. So, and that is not very easy. A lot of good energy on Earth is destroyed, nature is destroyed, polluted, poisoned. The water, our drinking water at home is terrible, has no health quality, just the opposite. The same is with the food and with so many things, with all the stress and so on. And many people are here for this special situation on Earth, and more people recognize it, that they are here, that they have a task of life, that they should do something, but they have difficulties to find their ways, to find their answers. They try to get information from the higher dimension and try to go their way to do their best. So the problem is only there is two sides. We have a positive side, we have a negative side, and the one side tries to hinder the other side always to reach a higher vibrational level, to manipulate, to distract us from our path, and so on. There's so much distraction. Just when you look to the mass media or radio, or go to a shop where you get the magazines, you have 100,000 different types of magazines, but you don't find one where they are telling the real truth. No. It's all fake. It's 99% fake information, and this way we are, as a mankind, we are really in a difficult situation. And there's too much manipulation. Look to the film industry, they show you an artificial world and not a real world, and so on. And we are more and more distracted and taken away from our path of life. So, and that is the most difficult situation. And people who are very advanced with a high vibration, they are sometimes very lonely because majority of mankind can't understand them, can't have a serious discussion with them because they are not well ahead. And this way, many of them are quite alone or act on their own. But I think when we are all part of a part of God, part of His soul, that means the final result or final aim is always to unite everything, to become quasi the whole God in the end again back. So, and therefore it doesn't help when everyone works on his own. We have to find more the group together, and we the third dimension is also difficult because advanced people on Earth know the third dimension is just a holographic film, holographic theater, an artificial scenery, like a movie, like a matrix, like a film. That's not a real reality. It's a real reality starts some octaves higher in the next dimension. So, and that means when we are living in the third dimension, we see everything that is surrounding us as very real. You can touch your kids, you can touch whatever you have in your flat. It's so real, and people can't comprehend that this is a fake created by artificial intelligence. So that is so perfect, the third dimension, but it's an artificial construct. And to go beyond these borders, you have to have a higher vibration, higher capabilities, more capabilities like our ancestors with higher vibrations and so on. So, and this one is important. And when we are aware that this third dimension is just an artificial construction, then we should think as a light worker, when we are connected to the higher dimension, where do we get the information from? Who is talking to us? What kind of answers do we get? Who is sending the answers? Are we really sure that this is from this highest dimension where we expect to get the information? When they create the third dimension as an artificial construct, and for us it's so real, do you think they cannot handle the same manipulation with messages from higher dimension?
A lot of spiritual workers get messages.
Yes, they get messages.
And they say it's true, but maybe it isn't true.
You see,
maybe
and therefore I think we have to, I'm a person who don't believe so easy something. I go deeper and deeper and deeper, and I'm collecting many puzzle pieces, and in the end, when I get another piece, then I know, wow, now it's complete, now I know, now it's right, now I get this intuition, the intuition I think is a very strong power to find the right path and so on. But that's a problem, and many light workers think they are on the right way, but maybe they got wrong messages and so on. And when we see the present situation, the Earth has been, the whole solar system has been conquered many thousand years ago. Who is aware of this? The mass media never ever report about this. We have a fight between light and darkness since many thousands years, and now we have a chance to end this fight. But we can only do it when we reach a higher vibration, when we
work together,
when we unite, because they try to separate people, that we are not united, because that's not good for them. Therefore, they try to raise the stress between people, the ego, and the money interest, and all these kind of things that people just think for themselves. When we ask someone, would you like to buy a bigger tower to help mankind? No, I just think for myself.
So I had a lady on the phone who was telling that.
So, and I'm saying, when everyone thinks only for himself, maybe we'll reach 0.01% of mankind. How could we free mankind from this mental prison that what we are all living in? That means we are looking for people who look deeper. And we have the Cosmic Tower project since a short time, but we found a lot of good people who are having interest in their own health because they got trouble from the radiation, health problem from whatever vaccination and all these kind of things. They bought some Cosmic Towers, have amazing experiences, but I think it's not enough, because we are really in the final stages of this competition between this side and the other side, and they try whatever they can to hinder waking up of mankind, hindering the rays of high vibration energies with whatever 5G, 6G, 10G, whatever is under developing, with a glass fiber cable, with 5G router, and all these harmful things, and with all the poison in the food, in the water, and in the air, and so on.
Yeah.
So that means many people are never able to wake up due to this chemistry wherever they get it, or in the water when you have some whatever fluoride or whatever that keeps you dumb and reduces your brain capacity and so on, then it's really difficult. And therefore it's the question is, how can we reach a new situation on Earth, a new age with a higher vibration when people are sleeping? Is it really possible? Yeah, everyone understands it as a self-organizing mechanism and so on. Maybe it is because
but a lot of people are awakened.
Yeah.
And we're talking to the people who are
Yeah,
awakened,
Mhm.
and they work in higher dimensions. I speak a lot of people,
Yeah.
they are working with higher dimensions,
Mhm.
but they get a lot of attacks from the dark side.
Yeah, that's a
And
problem.
that's a problem. And
Yeah.
also when you have a practice and a lot of customers are coming, you clean them and everything is okay. But then they are in your practice or in your house, you have to cleanse yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And my experiences as a light worker and as a therapist, a spiritual therapist, that I don't need 1 hour, 1.5 hours every night to clean myself, to clean my practice, to clean my house, to do everything.
Yeah.
And that's my experience with Cosmic Tower in our house. And so the time you have here on Earth, it's more I find it more easier.
Mm.
And I just spoke to a very good friend, and she said when I put my hands on somebody with foot reflex or with magnetism, her power from her hands, her energy is tripled.
Yeah.
It's tripled because she has the Cosmic Tower in our house.
Yeah.
So our work as a light worker becomes easier, less attacks, not none, but less, less attacks. So yeah, we can reach our higher level.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are here for this event.
Yeah, the problem is when we are surrounded by all these negative influences, we have day and night just to think how we protect, how we handle this one,
And we
how
have 5G and we have
detoxify our water and yeah, how we stay alive under these terrible circumstances. So, and therefore many people who have advanced capabilities, they don't have the possibility to live their task of life because they are too busy with all the daily problems, and they have to earn some money.
To earn some money.
Some money.
Yeah.
They have children. They have more taxes and new taxes and this one and that one.
Yeah.
Busy, distracted, and so on.
But they feel they have a purpose now.
Yeah.
They want to do it, and what my experience is, and a lot of people in Holland say, you reach more the how do you call it, the center point of your mission on Earth.
Yeah.
You reach more the center point of your heart. You reach more also the quietness and you are more in the flow.
Yeah. The question is, when we like to reach a new age on Earth, the question is how many percent of the people would we lose, how damaging is it, or how easy it will go. And the more positive energy it is available, the more easy the whole process will be. Yeah? And that is possible with the Cosmic Tower to support this positive energy field. And the Cosmic Towers can also help that the cosmic law will be
back in place.
Will be back in place, yeah, will be accepted, or when someone would violate it, that he gets the consequence of this violation. Yeah, I think the situation on Earth is had deteriorated more and more and more until we had a situation where someone could do whatever they wanted without any consequence. So the cosmic tower can hinder this, can interfere there, can make sure certain things won't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is very important. And the cosmic tower, we can produce them. Yeah, we cannot produce Lightworkers. Yeah, we cannot copy them or clone them.
No.
So, but
you can clone, but then there's not a Lightworker.
Yeah, maybe the capacities are gone. Yeah. So, but we are in the most serious, most difficult time now, in the most decisive time, and therefore we also like to make this video that we reach those people who understand where we are, that we are in a very important and critical situation, and that is depends on us whether we have an easy new time or whether we have an whatever worst situation, worst case. We don't like this, and we like to help that it is an easy transformation into a new time. So, and therefore we need more support. So many people are also connected to higher dimensions, really high dimensions. The problem is only the high dimensions, they can see everything like audience in the films, they can see what's going on here down on Earth in the third dimension and higher dimensions even, they can see everything. However, they cannot act immediately from the higher dimension, because in order to act here on Earth in the third dimension or fourth dimension, like nature, they need energy of this level. So, but they don't have it when they are in the 11th dimension, for instance. How do they get the energy? They ask to get it from nature. But nature is therefore from the other side destroyed, cut down, or they kill it with radiation, the trees or the animals, the insects, and so on, that we have less food. When the whole energy is really destroyed, then these higher dimensions don't get enough energy to fulfill their possibilities to help mankind here. And my younger son, I started with my younger son this whole project 16 years ago, in 2006. And when he was 8 years old, he had a very interesting event, because he was in contact with someone who non-physically materialized in his room. He could see him, a male figure, but transparent, shining, and he gave my son the task of life. That was that time to cure the whole energy of the earth. Why? Because the answer was, was that time, it was in 2001. That time the situation was only 38% of the energy is available on Earth that would be needed 100% actually in order to guide anybody on Earth perfectly. Perfect guidance. But due to the huge destruction of the energy field of the Earth, ley lines were blocked, chakras were closed, opposite turning chakras were opened, portals and so on, and all this pollution, destruction of nature, cutting down the rainbow forest and so on, radioactivity in the air, in the ocean, Fukushima and so on. Therefore we had really not enough energy on Earth available to provide guidance for each person on Earth, living being. So, and the task for my son was to repair the energy field of the Earth.
When he was 8?
When he was 8, and he was surprised, by me. The answer was, many ascended masters have been sent down to Earth in a reincarnation cycle to do the same job, like you get this task now. But they failed, they couldn't do it, they didn't understand, they followed a different task. Maybe they were manipulated or killed or whatever, or fulfilled just their ego things. So that means it is tremendous important to repair the energy field of the Earth. But how can we do it? When we, human beings, with our chakras, with our own toroidal fields, get the energy supplied from the Earth. How can you heal the Earth when the Earth is your energy supply.
Yeah.
Can you be above this level?
Yeah, you need the extra injection with bright energy.
Whatever, yeah, you can't buy this in the supermarket. Yeah, and that is a tricky point. It's very, very important. Otherwise, when mankind is not guided, mankind is exposed to all this huge manipulation on Earth. And we cannot free mankind. Mankind cannot be freed. Then everyone is obeying to this whatever agenda that's going on. But with the Cosmic Tower, we can create a tremendous change.
Together with the Lightworkers.
Yes, together. And also when a Lightworker has his own capacities and tremendous capabilities, even his capacities are also limited. Because he has only a day with 24 hours, but he needs sleep and so on. He cannot work all the time. Maybe his energy field is 100 meter or 1000 meter, but maybe not 1 kilometer, not 1000 kilometer. So that means he is also limited in his capacities. But when we have something like the Cosmic Tower, we can enable those very high beings from the 11th dimension, for instance, to use the energy field like the Cosmic Tower that is working from the 3rd dimension up to the 11th dimension. That means is this cosmic connection possible? And this dimension, 11th dimension, is higher than the area where the other negative entities are working up to the 7th dimension. And therefore we can make sure that the plan of the Lightworkers, positive people, can be tremendously supported, and those higher beings have a capability to act immediately on Earth without going to nature and begging for energy. Cosmic Tower enables additional energy.
So the Lightworkers can make contact to the connected souls.
Yes.
And how do they work with them?
They can speak to them, when they are advanced, they can communicate, they can ask for certain support. They are like helpers, but advanced helpers. Much, much more capable than human beings. When we are living in the 3rd dimension and have access maybe a little bit higher to the next dimension, they are many dimensions higher and have a huge energy field. And with this one, even the Lightworkers can multiply their own capacities, maybe 100 times or 1000 times.
Because we are also multi-dimensional beings, but we cannot reach the higher levels in ourselves. Can they help us to let raise our levels?
Of course. Our level is reduced due to manipulation of our DNA, due to all mental trouble, fear, stress and whatever, due to a lot of chemistry and so on, due to our ego problems. That means we have in our astral, mental, causal body plus physical body a lot of disbalances, blockages. Our soul carries a lot of information from former lives. So when we are 100,000 times reincarnated in the 3rd dimension with a very big ego, then it's really problematic. And therefore we have always limited capacity. And that's and also limited span of life. You see, most people on Earth don't get older than 80 or 100 years. But highly spiritual people can live hundreds or 1,000 years. It's possible there are living beings on Earth, but that's not the majority. That's a very few. But what can we do with the Cosmic Tower? The Cosmic Tower can actually add more spiritual, higher spiritual capacity to the Earth. And with this one, we can...
And to the beings, to the people.
And to give support, and also to support those highly spiritual beings even with this complete spectrum of light, so that they reach themselves a higher vibrational level, so that they can get rid of the blockages in the body, that they get support with perfect food, healthy food, detoxified food, perfect water from tap water, make out of a dirty, poisoned water with chlorine, healthy, good water, perfect structured water, that can detoxify the body, delivers electrons, delivers life energy. That means when you have an energy field that is protecting you from negative influences, mind control or whatever, fake information from artificial intelligence, that you are shielded from this destructive energy, manipulating energy, that you come more into your own focus, and that you are not day and night busy just with your daily tasks, detoxify food and all these things. And then you can really concentrate on your main task and fulfill your task of life, of course, much better.
Yeah, that's also a calling. I speak to a lot of light workers, and they say, I'm here now for this time, and I want to do my job as a light worker to help Mother Earth, to help mankind, and to help the animals, the nature, and they do their best, and they do it very well. But I feel we need something extra behind our back. Who is watching your back? And I feel like when there is a cosmic tower, he watches my back.
Yeah, sure. Also, we realized, or we got the experience and feedback from many customers that they have a deeper sleeping. Why is it like this? Because when we are exposed to radiation, especially at night when they switch the radiation maybe 5 or 10 times higher, that people get some trouble. Our soul is always watching that the physical body doesn't get killed or doesn't get damaged. The soul is always on alert situation. So, but when the soul realizes that there is a cosmic tower and a different soul providing a very powerful, effective energy field,
like a protection dome.
The protection dome, then the soul can go out of alert status, can relax, can recover, and this enables that the person goes into a much deeper status of sleeping. And therefore you have a much more relaxing, and therefore step by step you need less sleeping time to compensate the loss of energy. And this is a big advantage. You have maybe 1, or for me at least 2 hours more spare time each day. And also when some nights are very short, just 2 hours, okay, next time you sleep maybe 5 hours and you're again fit. You don't need endless sleep anymore. Earlier it was impossible. When I slept one night maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, it took me 2-3 weeks to recover from this one short night. But nowadays, next day everything is through. That's a big difference, and Cosmic Tower helps to keep the energy level high.
And how can we help Mother Earth? Do we have to place these beautiful cosmic towers on the ley lines, or is it not necessary straight on the ley line?
We have to see what has been done to us. When we understand why it has been done, we get a lot of hints what we should do. And when sometimes they close earth chakras or whatever, we have to think should be important. We are guided, and then we get the right information, and then we know what to do. And especially also ley lines, when they are blocked, the energy field of the earth is manipulated. And when this is manipulated, the earth has a lower vibrational level. So, and this has a consequence that the vibrational level of human beings is limited to this one, what the earth would make available to us. The cosmic tower goes beyond the level of the earth. Due to this connection to the higher dimension, the cosmic towers are not only depending on the energy supply from the toroidal field of the earth, they can get it even from the solar system, and when they are high enough, they can get it even from the galaxy. You see? So when you have a level that is higher than the level of our earth, with the field of the cosmic tower, then you can repair with this higher frequency field the earth.
It's a crit of light or something?
And this way we can help that the earth's energy field will be repaired. That was the task my son got as his task of life.
8 years.
That's possible, and therefore we had already also this cooperation with my son, with the developing of our devices. That was actually the purpose and the guidance to this point. And when this level is higher, then also the consciousness of people can get higher.
Yeah.
Because then the people get more frequencies of light, can get rid of many more blockages and so on. And also when there is more energy, positive energy available, the guidance from the higher dimension would work much better.
Yeah, you can hear it, or you can feel it, or you know it straight away.
And the spiritual teachers in the higher dimension have more energy available on Earth to do not only 38% of the people guidance for them, maybe for 50, for 60, for 70, and more people would wake up.
Yeah.
And we can only reach a new time on Earth when the people are waking up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what does it help? And maybe 5% of mankind will survive, the most awakened one, but mankind is gone. You cannot free the whole solar system with this kind of situation. We need human mankind also, not everybody, not the stubborn and so on, but the real good people would be helpful.
Yeah.
And it's a decisive time. We have not so many times as in the past. In the past, the mankind was destroyed several times, but now the technological advancement is so far that they can really take over or trying to take over the creation level. And that is a huge danger.
It's critical.
So, and we have to be aware of this. It's not your funny game and so on. It's a very decisive situation for the whole universe actually, and it's not only the importance for the Earth, because the Earth is actually the first lightful planet in the whole universal existence. So, and from this toroidal field of the Earth, there were spread seeds into the whole universe, and out of this galactic toroidal seeds, there grew billions of galaxies. Here was the beginning. So, and therefore we have here also populations and civilizations from other galaxies here trying to help here, or also from other solar systems in our galaxy, trying to help here with huge spaceships and so on. They are here, they're trying to help us, but the key is the inhabitants of Earth. We are here the ground staff. Ground crew. And the higher dimensional, they need this earthly energy. They can get it from human beings, but this capacity is limited, and not many people are aware of this and fulfill their task of life. But with the Cosmic Tower, we can multiply it endless. We can produce them. It's endless possible.
Yeah, it's so powerful, because a big one, a 220 tower, 2 meters 20, it's called a CT220, is 800 kilometer.
Can work in a diameter of 800 kilometer. The next one is 250 centimeter height, can work 1000 kilometer in diameter. It's amazing, and therefore you can clean the nature, you can detoxify agricultural areas, you can make the air clean from all this toxic things from chemtrails and so on.
You told me about the river. It was very, very polluted, river. From the lady who bought 220 or 250, and after a few weeks or months.
That was a lake here in Switzerland.
Oh, lake in Switzerland. You told me.
The lake Baldecker See. It was totally green and algae, and you couldn't see any fish and so on. And they had to ventilate the lake with artificial ventilation, that not all the plants would die due to lack of oxygen. So, and then we 3 kilometers away of this lake, there came a big cosmic tower, 250, and step by step, the lake became clear and pure and clean, and you could see fishes, you could see everywhere the ground and so on. Baldecker See was funny.
That's why we do this. We have a lot of experiences also with the turtles. I like animals. They don't have ego, and they are not in a fight with other. Maybe they are in a fight with other lions or something. But the turtles, you tell the story about the turtles.
It was in Hamburg. It was with Marlies Schönebeck in Hamburg, and she got a tower, 120 towers at the time.
120.
And she got it in summertime, sun was shining, was hot and warm, and she has a turtle. And this turtle, when there is sunshine, the turtle is always outside. Never ever inside. No, not at all. Always outside, enjoying the sun. Okay. Then our tower came there. We put it up. So we were having a chat and drinking something and so on. And suddenly the turtle, even when there was a sunshine outside, walked into her house. And coming directly to the bottom of the cosmic tower and stayed there. And didn't like to go outside again.
He did sun gazing with the cosmic tower. But animals see light, animals see energy. And also with the plant, with the cactus.
With the cactus was funny. I have a photograph. He took some pictures for our press articles and so on. And in the end I said, okay, I'd like to get my cosmic towers back and so on. We just got it for the pictures, to make nice pictures. And then in the end he said to me, Harald, this cosmic tower is certified, I don't give you back. I was really surprised what's going on. And he told me his story. He has a small cactus here, maybe a small one. And he said, my cactus, he has it more than 10 years. Each year it has one small cactus flower. Only once a year since 10 years. Always the same procedure in very short time, maybe 1-2 days or so. So then it was gone. Therefore, okay, maybe not a right perfect decoration in the room, but he had it since 10 years. So and when he got our tower, the 35 tower, he had it in this room. Suddenly the cactus became 5 flowers. Immediately, after 3-4 weeks, and sometime later another 3.
Wow.
In the end, he had 8 flowers with this small cactus in maybe maximum 2 months. And the years before, each year only 1. And now suddenly 8 in 2 months. Certain things like this. We have experiences with deleting radioactivity. With a soldier from the Bundeswehr and so on, with the devices of my son already. Was some years ago. I made an interview with Michael Vogt that time in Germany. We had 2 interviews, and in one of those I explained this and told this. We have many feedbacks of people, because the cosmic tower has a soul, and the soul, you can speak to it, and has an energy field of the earth, and can act on Earth. But the cosmic towers don't work like a genie out of the bottle. You have 3 wishes free and everything will be fulfilled. The cosmic tower work different. They work like the spiritual world. You can ask for support, for guidance and so on. Anything that has to do with ego or personal wealth or so, that is out of order, doesn't work. But maybe someone was in the former lives always the poorest man on earth, was betrayed and whatever, and maybe now he should learn how it's to become rich. And when this is the task now, the cosmic tower would guide him also in this direction. It's not just that the cosmic tower does always that you have to live like an ascete or so. But you are guided to your own path, to your own real important thing in your life, in order that you learn your lesson why we came here. Due to our 100,000 incarnations, most of our people on earth have this amount of incarnations. It's always to learn a step more and more and more and more in order to become more perfect, to become a perfecti, like the Cathars, and then that you reach more and more this higher vibration, this better capabilities, and come closer to the next dimension, or even higher and higher and higher dimension. The cosmic tower can help us in order to arrange this very healthy energy field, to keep away harmful things, to keep our back free from attacks, that we are not always watching and so on, that we can without fear go our way, even when it's critical to someone, that we shouldn't be anxious, or when I shouldn't tell too much here or there, then I get this problem or that problem. Now, in this way, the other side is working. We get more security for ourselves. And for instance, also guidance. When there is whatever.
And inspiration also.
Inspiration, of course.
You have more ideas or you have more space for ideas. I think that is it. You are not so. Your head is not so full.
And you are also, as I feel, with the Cosmic Tower, totally guided. Guided.
Yeah, you are totally guided. Unbelievable.
Otherwise, what we are doing here, it would have never been possible. Just with normal capabilities, you see, we built up here in such a very short time, and all over Europe, wide energy field.
Yeah. How many are big ones are there in Europe?
No, I think we are now close to 800.
Yeah.
Close to 800.
And in Holland now, 45?
No, 45.
45 big towers, so 220 or 250.
Yeah.
They are in Holland in 10 months. We are now, approximately 10 months now.
Yeah.
So, this is so important. The big ones are important. Everybody wants to have a small one for their house, but that is only for you. Private.
Yeah.
And when you invest in a big one, you invest in Mother Earth, humanity, the animal.
Yeah. That the insect will not be killed, that they have something to eat, and so on.
You see the whole picture.
To heal more people, to help more people, and also to reduce the deadly energy field. From 5G and so on, they raise it more and more and more. I heard here in Holland they will start from January next year.
1st January.
They will switch on to 100% 5G.
Yeah. The gigahertz can go.
So and
I don't know how.
5G is a killer.
Yeah.
So when people have low energy, low immune system, no strong aura around them, it might be very difficult for them. The Cosmic Tower can do a lot for the people, but also can make sure that certain harmful things cannot be executed anymore, and can guide people for the right decision, for the right intention, can bring the right people into their life, can prevent that other people that shouldn't come to them will not reach them. That you are
like a cosmic law.
Yeah.
Sort of like a cosmic law. That there is balance. Something like balance in your life.
Yeah.
In your little world.
Yeah. And you are able to live your task of life, because the Cosmic Tower is a perfect guidance tool. Perfect guidance. Human mankind should be guided by 100%. But when there's not enough energy available, like my son was told 21 years ago, now with the Cosmic Tower, this lack of energy is removed. We create additional natural energy, but more perfect than the energy from nature. You see, therefore, we see tremendous growth of plant. Brigitte in France, her trees was always 1 meter below her window, was finished. She lives there since some years. And now she put a big Cosmic Tower there, and wow, the trees came up to that when she opens the window, they are in front of her. She can see them now. This kind of changes.
The nature responds so quickly.
And the earth is too much damaged. Otherwise the earth could do it. But the earth can't do it because it's too much with low energy. And here we provide an energy field that is amazing and very helpful for nature, because also nature is too much exposed to all these harmful energies.
Yeah, of course.
And
a lot of trees are dying because of the radiation.
Of course, that's big changes.
But we have to finish this conversation. But also about the dark side was created by God. And some of them are also working as a teacher for us.
Yes.
Let's close our conversation with this last topic.
We should see reality. We are trained to think in two categories, black and white. But when even the black was created by the Creator, not with the intention to be black or dark,
to harm us, but to teach
maybe
us.
With the intention that we should stay focused on our path and that they got the order also as Lightworkers. We try to distract you, to bring you on a different path, that you learn the lesson when you don't follow your task, and so on. Yeah, that means they have sometimes the hardest jobs, to be the bad guy to the exterior, but in the inner, the most lightful guys. Also, this one we have to consider. This one, not everything.
But some creatures are very dark.
Yes. Especially when they have not a soul of our Creator. They're different.
They cannot feel it. They don't know what love is.
How can you confront them with love and hope they will?
If they don't know what,
they will respond positive when they are depending on life energy of human beings, because they are cut off from source. So and therefore you can discuss whatever you want. You would, when they follow your pleas, you're asking them, then they would die. Maybe then they wouldn't get any more energy. That means you have to find a way to bring everything in harmony, and also to make cosmic laws valid and be accepted by everybody, and not that everybody can do what he wants. And any crime or any violation of the cosmic law should have consequence. We see it, how deep mankind is manipulated. Who knows it, that the whole world is now transformed into sea law, that all the countries are not countries but independent companies only. Not sovereign states with the free will of everybody. They manipulated everything.
But Lightworkers know this, but they want to get extra support to do their task on Earth.
Yes.
And they see also the dark ones. They know everything, but they will not connect with the dark energy because it lowers.
The best thing is follow just this path, the positive path.
With extra support.
And to bring up the energy. And when we have our limited capabilities, even the highest light worker is at a certain status, with a cosmic tower, he can go further ahead. So, and why did we get the cosmic tower in this time? Because when you are in the worst situation that mankind is in, we get a special support from the highest dimension exactly in this time. I figured out it's my task of life to do something like this in 1,000 years. In the past, maybe I was 100 times killed or betrayed or wrong people in the boat and so on. And this time we are on a good track. We find the right people, but we need more and more people, not only average people, we need the real good ones. Some people think, okay, that's a external device and I don't need help. But when they don't need help, why are they living on Earth? You see the astronauts, the cosmonauts, when they flew to the space, apart away from the energy field of the Earth, they were dead after one week or 2 weeks in cosmos. They were dead. They are depending on the energy field of the Earth. That is of Mother Earth. That is our energy supply. And therefore, the cosmic tower is like the energy field of the Earth, just with a better quality. There is no manipulation inside. There is not a limited level of frequency. There is not a blockage everywhere in the body, or any chakras of the towers are whatever destroyed or closed and so on. And this is a tremendous tool. And we can only appeal to people who understand what I am talking, that they go beyond their conventional beliefs. I could only say, within all my 16 years now I'm doing this job, I never ever found on Earth any device that can be compared to the cosmic tower. Living being, sending out full spectrum of light, with all the overtones octave to the highest dimensions. The big towers up to the 11th dimension, the smaller towers up to the 9th dimension. And to really have an effective protecting tool, and even to handle radioactivity. It's normally you can never ever buy something like this. Yeah. So, and we make it available, we produce it and so on, and we see that you're on the right track, and we see what's possible when you are even able to help nature to hinder certain effects from whatever energy manipulation. Then we see the capacity what the system has, and we like to find the real people who can multiply this capacity, who can help to support this change on Earth with a new capacity in a different
to connect and to make the field stronger.
Yes.
To make us like Lightworkers stronger with extra support of the Cosmic Towers. Yes. Something like that. Yeah, I felt it too. And also with presentation, Harald is a few times. He was a few times in Holland with presentations. And then you are sitting in a room with so many awakening people and people with love in their heart, and then friendship exists. It's amazing how many people come together. It's also a connecting tool. You give a presentation and everybody is connecting with each other.
I consider it like a family with pure love and really lovely people. We have rarely people with a very fat ego. In most cases, the opposite. Lovely people who like to support, to help, and even buy bigger towers and so on. Without the help of those people, we never could have reached where we are now. And I also like to thank you who contributed to this support, this situation. But it's necessary for this most difficult times where we are in. We have to find the right people to work together, and the Cosmic Tower is for this time, especially this tool. We can get more life energy. Cosmic Tower can help us to get this, to produce more electrons, electricity in the body. We get this support. We prevent the destruction of our electricity due to protection from harmful energies, even black magic or whatever, curses and so on, and all technical radiation, telluric radiation from underground water lines and so on. Total protection. And also we get additional electrons from the air, from the water, from the food, because the water structures is totally new structured into hexagonal structures plus frequencies of light, and that is really amazing. And you don't have to do something, you put it there, that's it. Otherwise with a computer, whatever,
you have to download everything. It's an easy tool.
They are telling plug and play. But sometimes you have to realize it's plug and pray.
Plug and pray, So thank you for watching this video. Please share it with your friends. And in Holland, Harald is back on 9, 10, 11 March. In Belgium, 12, 13 and 14 of March. And look to our Telegram channel. It's called CosmicTowerNL Openbaar. And there you see all the news about the Cosmic Tower. And if you want to send an email to when you have a question or when you want to buy a Cosmic Tower, you can send an email to cosmictowernederland @gmail.com, or of course the Telegram channel in German. It's Cosmic Tower.
Das Original.
Das Original.
Yes. Yeah. And also I have a own channel on YouTube. It's called Harald Thiers, just my name. Unfortunately, they very often delete my videos and so on.
It's a compliment when they do that. Then you're speaking the truth.
But there's a huge variety of what's really going on in the world, and I was digging deeper and deeper. But I am now concentrating really my full time on our project because I like to get the things done, helping mankind.
Yeah. Okay.
Therefore we are here.
So I hope that you will also be interested in helping mankind. We will, and we support all the people who want to help us.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We are welcoming everybody who joins us and tries to do the best thing. And we have just one aim, to make the world a better world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's close with that. Okay. See you next time.
Many thanks.
Many thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.